Katie. I haven't made a video in forever, but news. I got my hair done. It looks like crap right now because I haven't washed it in 2 days, but that's alright. And this whole video is basically an update on the dreams I've been having lately. I've been having a lot of weird ones. I had this one the other day, actually. Well, the past two dreams, well, okay, I've had a lot. A couple were of my parents fighting, and it was kind of strange. Actually, not that strange. It happens all the time, but that's a different story. And then I also had another dream about, I've had a couple dreams about this guy. From the last video I made, the guy that's in my story. The whiplash looking guy. But he kind of looks like Whiplash and like Cedric Bixler, but kind of like together. Like a Russian, hairier, more rugged Cedric Bixler. Anyways, but he's Mexican. Anyways, I've been having a lot of dreams about him. I can't figure out a name for him yet, though. Oscar Marquez. Anyways, but also I had this other dream, and it was like a coyote werewolf sort of thing. It was really strange. Well, it all starts off, me and my grandmother had bought an old historic house down in Denver, Colorado, because you know that's where I live, and there's a bunch of historic houses, but it was abandoned, and it was only like the size of a living room, and it was really strange. So we were rummaging through all the stuff because it was abandoned, and I got bit by this like coyote. And I was like, ow, that hurt, but you know, I got a ball to get to, like a dance. So we went, and while we were there, my skin, it started like patching and like kind of like falling off. But like my blood was leaking through like certain spots in my pores. But it wasn't like red blood, it looked like green, like toxic Avenger green. And it was like, and my mom was like, ooh, that looks bad, you should probably go to the doctor. And I tried to play it off like it wasn't a big deal. I was like, it happens all the time. But I was scared. And then, hold on. Gogo Bordello, good song. Anyways, but, speaking of which, I watched that movie Wrist Cutters. Gogo Bordello does a soundtrack for it. Anyways, it's really good. You should watch it. But anyway, back to the dream. So I don't know what happened after the ball, but somehow I was like on the street walking home, and someone else had gotten bitten also. But like, and I was like, so my skin was starting to melt off and stuff. But I was trying to play it off like it was no big deal. And so this other person got bit, I guess, this girl, and it was kind of like a werewolf, but it was from a coyote. And but she wasn't hairy. She looked more like a zombie than anything. But it was like when it was weird. Like whenever this coyote bit you, like your skin would start to melt, and then like she kind of looked like the girl from The Ring a little bit, except her arm was broken. Like her hand, it was just broken. So she was like crawling around on all fours, but like on her nub, because you know her hand was broken. And then so she's running around. Her eyes are like completely black, like all around like a raccoon, and she's like chasing me around. And I'm like, oh my god, like, holy crap, I better leave. So I'm running, and I see, and no one believes me that she exists either. I've been trying to tell people, and no one would believe me. And then, even though I was like, you know, starting to melt and whatnot, anyways. So I see this truck driving, this red truck, and I was like, oh my god, thank god. So I start beating on the windows, and I'm like, oh my god, let me in, let me in. So they let me in, but their windows were rolled down, except for the one guy. She starts beating her head on the window of the one guy, and I was like, oh my god, thank god you have a window. And the other guy was like, oh no, and his window was rolled down, so she got in and killed them both, but I got out. And then I got home, and on my back deck, my mom was like having a party. And I was like, oh guys, turn off the music, turn off the lights. She had like tiki lights going and whatnot. And then they're like, oh, no, you're faking it, there's no monster, there's no. And I was really upset because no one believed me. And then I woke up. But updates on the lucidness, I have not had any more, or any real experiences with being lucid. I can never learn to recognize, but I've been having a lot of nightmares lately. And it's really, really, like, just a lot of weird stuff. Like, it doesn't sound scary when I'm explaining it to you, but in my head, I was like, I woke up and I was, like, crying. I was like, oh, freaking zombies. It was bad. Anyway, so I don't really have anything else to say. So, catch you guys later.